guys, welcome to today's workout. So today's workout is a Pilates mat-based workout, probably a bit more flowy than our cardio-based workouts. I'll incorporate some stretches and lots of abs today as well. So let's get started. I'm going to start on all fours like a cat. Actually, before we start, you just start on your knees. We'll take a little stretch of our forearms because you've probably been typing away today. So fingers pointing towards your knees. Try and get those palms nice and flat and just gently stretching out through your forearms. Make sure that most of your weight, I guess, is not in the hands and the elbows, so you've got a bit of weight in your legs. Then we're going to start to lean back, peel the palms off the mat, start to bend your elbows back to your body so that your fingers are stretching, and then peel your hands off the mat, give a little shake out, over to the other side. So the exact opposite, palms on the mat, fingers pointing to your knees. And getting that forearm stretch, bend the elbows, shake it out. The last one, we're going to make two fists, thumbs on the outside, knuckles together. Place the backs of your palms or the backs of your hands on the mat. Now without uncurling your fists, you're going to try and straighten your arms. Ooh, I'm not very good at this. Make sure your fingers aren't uncurling. And shake it out and circle out through those wrists. Brilliant. It's a bit of a side bend plus a side plank at the same time. So you're going to bring one hand to the floor. The front leg is bent and on the floor. The top leg is bent and up to the ceiling. And we're just lying our hand on our leg. From here, pushing into the arm and the legs, lift up into a side plank or a side bend, and then we lower down. 8 times. 7. Down. Try and stack your shoulder over your wrist. 6. Down. 5. Down. 4. Down. 3 more. 3. 2. Last one, let's hold it. Hold, raise the top arm to the ceiling. We've got 6 hip dips. 6, dip that bottom hip down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, swap to the other side. So remember, the front leg is on the floor. The back leg is knee to the ceiling. Engage your shoulder. We've got those 8 side bends or side planks. 8. Down. 7. Down. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, last one, we're going to hold it. So let's go for our hold. Reach the top arm to the ceiling, 6 hip dips, 6 squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lower back down. Great. Shake that out, everyone. Now let's do a little bit of work on our back muscles and stretch out through our abs. So we're coming down to lie face down on the ground. All right, so bringing your hands, I guess fingertips in line with your ears. Make sure your elbows aren't too squished to your sides. So maybe think cactus arms on the ground, then slide them down to your fingers are in line with your ears. From here, roll the shoulders back, keep your core engaged. We're just going to lift just our head off the ground. At first, it's quite low. Then with your hands on the ground, imagine trying to drag your whole body forwards, like you're going, dragging yourself forwards. You won't be able to, but it's going to engage your upper back even more. Lower down. And again, just the head. Feel like you're trying to drag yourself forwards. Feel like you're trying to reach your chest forwards. And release. You'll notice when I'm lying down, my upper back is going this way, and I'm trying to make it go the other way. As I lift. Going from that concave to that convex curve. And then down. Starting to come up a bit high now. Head, drag yourself forwards. Keep reaching the chest forwards. Lifting up a little higher and lowering down. And again. A little higher still, if it feels comfortable to do so. If you find you're doing this and it's all dumping into your lower back, just make your movement a little bit smaller. 4 more times. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now head just off the floor, abs engaged. Bring your hands into a diamond shape above your head. We're going to squeeze our glutes. Let's see if we can lift those legs off the ground. So thighs off the ground. Maybe reaching one arm forwards, maybe reaching both arms forwards. Start to swim with your arms and legs. 1, 2, 1, 2. Remember, you can always just do the legs. And you can always keep your head down if you need to. 1, 2, 1, 2. Make that faster. So you're swimming. Squeezing through those glutes. Working through the back line of the body. Keep the chin slightly tucked. 20 seconds here. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift everything a little higher, little bit higher, lower back down. All right, ultimate strength challenge. Tuck your hands in by your shoulders, tuck your toes, breathe in. As you breathe out, push up straight into your plank. Push. Nice and strong. All right, to finish off with, we're going to go knee to same side elbow. Place it back. Other side. In and up. Just pull this down a bit. Okay. Now we're going to go to the same side wrist and back. Same side wrist and back. Now we go wrist to elbow. 1, lift, back. 1, lift, back. Can we go wrist, elbow, shoulder? Wrist, elbow, shoulder, back. Wrist, elbow, shoulder. 1 more each side. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, down. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, down. Lower your knees down. Sit back into your child's pose. Very nice. All right, let's roll ourselves up. Just going to take a little hip flexor stretch here. Step one leg forwards. Going to take it down into our lunge. So you want the tailbone to be tucked under. Just gently relaxing into that stretch. If you have something you want to hold on to, blocks, a chair, a foam roller, you absolutely can. And now from here, if you can, bring your hands to the floor, onto blocks. Tuck the back toes, lift your back knee off the floor so it's now a straight back leg. Gently sink those hips down. Very good. Pop that knee down, lift up your chest. If you can, let's raise the arms up to the ceiling. Deep inhale. Let's arch the back. Bend the elbows. Reach up. And come out of that stretch. We'll bring the other leg in front now. Tucking through the hips. Ease forwards into your lunge. Hold on to whatever you need here. Opening up through our hip flexor. Deep breaths. Bringing our hands to the floor, tuck the back toes, see if you can straighten that leg. Might mean you need to come up slightly, but that's okay. And lengthen through the front of that hip. And then pop that knee down, walk it up. Bring your arms up to the ceiling if you can. Deep breath in, open the chest. More of an upper back extension. Bend the elbows. Open up your pecs. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Bring your arms down. And taking yourself out of that stretch. So everything is still switching on. All right, let's go for another 15 seconds, guys. Breathe. You've got one more glute exercise on this side. We're gonna hold that top leg out in 5, in 4, 3, open your clam, extend the top leg, melt the bottom leg all the way down onto your mat. So now that top leg's nice and long, keep it nice and flexed. Just like we would with normal side lying, guys, on the reformer, we're gonna come into that straight leg sweep. So sweep that leg forward. Let's add a little pulse at the front and then sweep back. Let's keep that pulse going at the back as well. So we sweep that leg forward, pulse up and down, sweep that leg back, pulse up and down. This one, guys, any kind of side lying work you can add on through that core by advancing. You can hold this in a side plank if that's for you. So you can come up onto your forearm, hold that side plank the whole time. You can come up onto your wrists, holding a full plank. You've got another 12 seconds, guys. Keep breathing. We're gonna tilt to the other side in another 6, in 5, 4, 3. As you sweep that foot forward, guys, if you need to take a stretch through the glutes, soften that sole flat onto your mat, press the knee back. That's your right side done. So nice express workout, guys, through the glutes, through the core, just to keep that body moving. So I'm gonna flip to the other side, guys. Options, you'll probably just twist to the other side, a lot more comfortable for you. But setting yourself up onto the other side, knees tuck in, top hand on that hip, head in your hand. We start with those clams, guys. So heels are lifted, knees together. We open up through those knees, squeeze at the top, soften all the way back down. So even though we're on our side body, guys, make sure the belly's still drawing in. We don't want to be getting nice and loose through that core. Top hip stays engaged. So those of you that have the resistance band on, make sure you're resisting the closing of the clam. All right, team, 12 seconds. We add on with that extension. So we keep the clam going. In 6, in 5, 4, open your clam and hold. We extend through that leg, lengthen, keep the foot flexed. Heels come back together. We close down the clam. So we open, extend. Keep this one slow, guys. The second you pick up the pace, form will start to suffer. So we want to keep that technique super strong the whole time. The movements don't need to be fast. Perfect, guys. All right, we're going to work for another 12 seconds before we hold that leg long. You've got that straight leg sweep, guys, to finish off that express workout. So you should be getting nice and tight, fatiguing through those legs. So on that next one, we are going to hold all the way out in 3, 2. So we extend that top leg, drop your bottom leg down, turn that knee and toe back through center, just like we do on the reformer, guys, normal side lying glute work. Sweep that leg forward. We added a pulse straight away at the front and at the back. So guys, 50 seconds left, glutes should be on. You'll start to notice if one side is a little bit tighter than the other. You'll fatigue a lot quicker, guys. So for me, that's this side, really starting to feel juicy through that peach at the back. Again, if you've got that resistance band on, keep that leg lifted, guys. Don't let those knees come together. You want to stay nice and strong through that top leg, through the hips, through that core. So last 15 seconds, guys. Then we take that stretch. I'm just going to bring my top leg forward, sole to the mat. If you want to roll to your back, come into that figure 4 stretch. By all means, guys, roll to your back, come into that figure 4. You've got another 7. You've got 5, 4, 3. So we sweep forward, sole of the foot comes flat onto our mat, guys. Press that knee back. Again, option to roll to your back, taking your figure 4 stretch. And then, guys, that completes your core and glute workout with me.